grade?
I think so, yes.
So there you go.
Always some astrological to blame it on. Do the work? No, I'm gonna blame it on the planets. That's easier.
Isn't there a song about that?
All right, we are rolling. We are live on YouTube. I'm gonna say that a couple more, 3 times, so everybody recognizes and realizes we are indeed live on YouTube, because I'm gonna switch today's up a little bit. Welcome. Today is Magical Money Manifestations. I am your host, Goddess with an Attitude, Valerie Lewis, founder of Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. And Jacqueline, I'm going to let you continue to let people in, because we look like we still have people coming into the room. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi, hello, good morning. I invite you to, if you feel so inclined, to join us on the live feed, which is on Zoom. We broadcast from Zoom, so you can be live in the room with us if you would like to be. And you can find out the Zoom link by going to meetup.com, and searching for Tarot-Unicorns-Coffee, which is the group where you can find the Zoom link. JJ, I just realized I'm looking at the screen like, Jocelyn, I know that name. It's JJ. Hey, girl. It's so good to see you after all this time. JJ is local to me, so that's why I'm giving her a shout out. Someone I've actually met in human form. That's how my granddaughters say it. They don't say meet in person, they say meet in human. And I love that because it's so accurate. All right, so Magical Money Manifestations, where I do a card pull every Monday. I go through tarot cards, and then we go on to oracle cards. I'm going to start with the message that Spirit definitely, I felt like, was delivered right to me. It started with me on my drive home this morning. The radio station that I always listen to, they went off on a complete tangent. Like, it made no sense with what they were supposed to be talking about. The tangent they went off on, they ended up talking about Wayne Dyer, meditation, and what you think about is what you get in your life. What you think about is what you create. I'm like, where did this come? Spirit knew I was listening to the radio, and Spirit was like, we got her. She ain't been listening for weeks now. We got her. Put it in the radio station. So anyway, right place, right time. I was listening. I received the message, and the message that it's like going back to basics. That was the message. What you think about is what you get. And I paused and I said, okay, what have I been thinking about lately? Well, I've been thinking about a lot of personal challenges. How do I shift my reality? How do I change it? I can say that has been my thought process for the past couple of months. Here's the situation. How do I change it? Here's the situation. How do I change it? And in that moment of receiving that message from Spirit, I realized I was focusing on the situation and how do I change it? I was spending some time on the solution, but I was not spending the majority of time focused on the solution. And I was like, oh, that's all I gotta do? Come on, man. I've been down in the trenches, like meditations and rituals, and got my crystals and my stitch. I've been doing all the work, and you telling me all I gotta do is sit and think about the positive thing I want for? Okay. Back to basics. So Valerie went back to basics a little bit this morning, and I'm sharing that message with all of you because I know end of year, holidays, life in general. I know a lot of us are experiencing some shifts and some changes in general. And sometimes it's a good reminder to just go back to basics and ask yourself, where are my thoughts mostly focused at the majority of the time? And all it takes is majority. I used to think I had to 100% erase any negative thoughts from my mind and only think positive, positive, positive all day long. We're humans. We can't do that. Forget that. Forget that. Don't even try. We're not built that way. But majority, 51%, just 51%, hell, just 50.0001 is majority. So if we can focus just that much amount on what we do want, then yeah, those other thoughts about the challenges and where we're at, those are going to come in. Just keep those to 49 and below, and we have the ability to shift our reality. So that's where I'm at this morning. I am feeling a little bit better. I feel like I'm coming out of whatever collective funk we were in. I know it wasn't just me. And that is another reason why I'm just like, I need to switch some things up. We're going to change some things today. So after sharing that little bit of moment of wisdom, we are going to pull some tarot cards. I'm going to try to speed through that pretty easily because I want to open up the remainder of today's session to do individual readings for whoever might want one. We'll probably pull oracle cards just so that we have that tarot oracle mix. But yeah, I'm feeling inspired to switch it up. And definitely want to give back to this community that supports me so well. While I have your attention, let me mention that I've been saying for months now that my presence on Meetup was going to go away due to several things, technical difficulties, and also due to just their pricing increase. I wasn't going to pay more for less. We came to a beautiful, beautiful way for me to stay on Meetup. I do not know exactly what that's going to look like at this point, but I do know you will still be able to find some of my events on Meetup. I do think the majority of my events will be posted on my new platform because I've already got that all set up. Thank you. Jacqueline already knew where I was going. That's the new platform. That's where you can absolutely keep up to date on everything that I'm doing. Some of my events will still be posted on Meetup as I figure out what that looks like. But basically, Meetup is now part of Awkwardly Zen Network. So Awkwardly Zen absorbed. I don't know if that's the right word. Tarot Unicorns and Coffee is still its separate entity in its own community. But when you go to Meetup, you will see that is now part of the Awkwardly Zen Network. And that's so that we could consolidate costs and keep things reasonable for myself. So you can still find Tarot Unicorns and Coffee presence on Meetup, and more to come on that soon. So I did want to put that out there in case some of you were like confused. As I say that, make sure you are signed up for the New Year's Eve event. It is a free event where I pull a 1-card pull to give everyone who's present guidance on the new year. We also do a reading for the new year as a group, and I also show you how to find your own personal card for the new year. So make sure you're signed up for that. Nicole, you have a question about that?
Just about the New Year's event, when I was going on and signing on to the different events, it didn't have a space to respond to register. So
Okay.
that, just double check. I don't know if
I'll check that.
maybe you've already fixed it because I looked at that probably 5 days ago.
Okay.
So
yeah, the link, I believe I put the link in the description. So you do have to pre-register. In years before, you just went on the Meetup, you clicked I'm going, and you got the link. This year it's different due to all of the different places that I'm posting at. You do have to go on, click the link.
Okay.
It will take you to Zoom. It is an authorized site, a Zoom site, where you will need to register for the event. And register just means I need your name and your email, and then you get the link. So
okay, then you already have it on there. It's probably just fed to me that way. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So make sure you're signed up for that. I love that event. This will be my 5th year doing that event. 1 year, I think the highest that I've ever read for is 77. Yes, I got through 77 individuals in a 2-hour time span. It was fabulous. I love it. So make sure you're signed up for that. Okay, let's get into today's reading real quickly. I want to get through the tarot portion as quickly as possible, just so that we have enough time to get through individual. I don't know, we'll probably just do individual 1-card pulls in the interest of time for those who might want one. Let's see. That was not feeling quite right. Which tarot deck? Ooh, all of these tarot decks are giving me weird vibes. Which tarot deck, Spirit? Oh, we're going simple. We're going easy peasy. We're going tarot deck from Five Below that I loved because it has coffee cups on it. So this is a Kawaii tarot card. Just a fun little deck. I bought it because it has, for the cups, all of the cups cards are coffee cups. So that's why I got this one. So let's see what messages come through. Maybe Spirit is trying to lighten things up with this. That's why we went to this fun little deck. I mean, it is fun. Look at the back of the cards. It looks like a kid. I actually bought another deck like this. Was it like this? For my grandkids? I forget. No, I think I got them a different deck. In any case, if you want a tarot deck, you don't have to spend loads and loads of money. Go to Five Below. Get their cute little $5 versions. Let's see, Spirit, how many cards do we need today? Ooh, I don't know if we'll do all 5. Is that enough? Oh, looks like we're at 4. We're at 5. Okay, we did do 5 cards. All right, let's open up to receive answers from Spirit, focusing on the solution instead of the problem, as Spirit reminded me this morning. Our first card is this little fun fella, the Hanged Man. Oh my God. And this makes perfect sense. The hanged man is it's purposefully pausing to find a new perspective on your life, on the situation at hand. And I feel like that's exactly what I encountered this morning, is not purposely pausing. I was ruminating. I was thinking through the situation yet again. And spirit kind of flipped me on my head. And spirit was like, or how about this? How about you stop thinking about the problem? Because the more you do that, the more things like that keep coming to you. And how about you tell me what you want the solution to be? Because the universe has got your back. Nicole said that. And that's so funny because I heard that over and over again. The universe has got your back. The universe has got your back. What is the universe backing you up on? Because the universe don't give a shit. The universe is like, you want to sit on the couch all day? I got your back. You want to get up and be productive? I got your back. You want to complain? I got your back. The universe is not caring in a certain sense, the universe is not caring. The universe is not going to tell you no. Let me put it that way. The universe is not going to tell you no. If you say, I want to be a miserable son of a bitch for the rest of my life, the universe is like, let's make that happen. Let me give you all of the things that you need to match that. If you say, I would like to be a radiant, productive person who puts smiles on people's faces, the universe is like, okay, I got you there too. The universe has your back, absolutely. But what does it have your back on? Where are you focused? So the hanged man is giving you a chance to pause and ask yourself that question. And ask yourself, is there anything that you've been thinking about, ruminating on, that you would like to shift? Because it is not wrong for us to see a problem and focus on the problem. That's how our brains, that's how human existence was created. But there is a time limit for how long, and how much attention we should be given to the problem. If we are indeed searching for a solution, welcoming a solution, looking for a solution, then a minimal amount of time should be spent trying to understand competently the problem so that we can competently search for the proper solution. But once we've done that, we got to shift. We've got to move towards the solution. Okay, I fully understand what the situation is. All of that entails. Now, how do I want to solve it? And I think that's where a lot of us get caught up, is I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. And we get in that cycle of, let me go back and look at the problem. I think I got it. Oh, I don't know how to solve it. Let me go back and look at the problem some more. And we're vacillating between problem and I don't know, problem and I don't know. And we never get over into the solution. If we can let go of the not needing to know and use our fucking imagination, which is a gift from the divine. I don't know how my current life is going to solve this situation. Okay, use your imagination. How would you like it to be solved? And that's where we don't go, because we say, well, I would like to get the winning lottery tickets. That's not going to happen. Back into the problem. How about we stop telling spirit what spirit is capable of? Don't you hate being in a relationship when somebody just sizes you up and tells you what you're capable of? It's like, you don't know me. And spirit is saying to all of us, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. Stop telling me I can't give you the winning lottery tickets. Do you know how many billions of you are walking around telling me that I can't give you the winning lottery tickets? And that's why none of y'all are winning the lottery. That's spirit right now. Spirit's like, you don't know me. Try me. Give me your biggest, best solution to this problem. I got your back. Try me. So shift our perspective. Next up, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Now I got to think about what this looks like on the actual card. Seven of Pentacles is the person sitting down resting as they look at the plant in front of them. The plant in front of them has started to grow. It's got a few small fruits on it, but the farmer that's sitting down resting on his hoe looks like business, a garden tool. Looks as if he has been working really, really long and really, really hard in order to get to just this minimal, this fruit is almost about to start, this plant is almost about to start bearing fruit. Seven of Pentacles, another chance to rest and reflect. He's done all the work and now he's sitting down and he's reflecting on how far he's come, and he's beginning to see the fruits of his labor. He's beginning to see some of that payoff, and he's sitting down, resting and reflecting. So another chance of reflecting, but it's Pentacles, it's Earth energy, so it's reflecting on what you're trying to manifest. I feel like this reading is for me. I don't know. I hope the rest of y'all are benefiting. I feel like Spirit is like, I don't know if she got that message. Give it to her one more time through those cards she likes so much. The Hanged Man and Seven of Pentacles. Next card, Queen of Cups. See what I'm talking about? The cups. Look at that. It's a coffee cup with a crown. Queen of Cups. Queen, divine feminine energy. Cups, intuition. So cups is water energy. It can be emotional. It can be intuition. I'm reading it as intuition this morning. That's where I'm getting the strongest hit from Spirit. We need to talk about intuition. We need to talk about Queen, divine feminine, receiving, that receiving arm, that receiving energy within all of us. Doesn't matter what your gender is. It's divine feminine, divine masculine. And Spirit is asking us to lean more into the divine feminine, receiving. And how do I lean into it? I don't even know what that means. Okay, well, that's why I gave you the Queen of Cups. Follow your intuition. Your intuition is going to lead you into what you need to do and how you need to do it and when you need to do it. Are you checked in with your intuition, or did you flip that switch off? Did you flip that switch off? Go ahead and flip it back on. Your intuition is trying to lead you to what you want. The Fool. Major Arcana, second major arcana. First major arcana was the Hanged Man. And the second major arcana we have here is the Fool card. The Fool is that optimistic, that leap, that jump, faithful, trust. It's trust, but it's also trusting in the good outcomes. It's like that child that doesn't have any hangups. No one's been whispering in his ear about how hard life is. He's just fully into it. I know I can do anything and I'm ready for everything. And therefore, that is an immense sense of trust because nobody has told him he can't. The Fool card is bringing that energy to you. What would you do in your life if nobody had told you you can't? What would you do in your life if no energies opposed you? That's a better way of phrasing it. What would you do with your life if no energies opposed you? Do that, period. Because Spirit is saying, if you feel like you got energies opposing you, first of all, you did it to yourself. You created that, but whatever. That's cool. That's the game you want to play. If you feel like you have energies opposing you, and you're trying to find out how to navigate around those energies, through those energies, away from those energies, Spirit is saying, once again, I got your back. I got you. I got you. What would you do if you had no energies opposing you? Do that because Spirit is saying, I got your back and I can move those energies. You just have to give me the green light. If that's what you want to do, that's what we're going to do. So proceed with that full energy, that optimistic, the world is my oyster energy, and that I'm trusting that this is all going to work out. Everything is always working out for me is a phrase that I reminded myself of this morning. If you follow me on socials, you see I haven't posted it on our Instagram yet, but I've posted it on all my other socials. There's a rampage that plays. Everything is always working out for me. And that is such a good reminder for this morning. Full moon energy as well. That's such a good reminder for this morning and for what's going on collectively. And then the last card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. So we go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles in the same reading. And the Nine of Pentacles, interesting because both of those scenes, the Seven and the Nine, both show some form of vegetation being grown. So the Seven is the, oh my God, I've worked so hard and I'm so tired. And all I got is this one little fruit on the vine. But just 2 steps later, at the Nine of Pentacles, she is ready to pull the fruit off that tree. Everything has come to fruition. Everything has grown. Everything is looking good. So Spirit is saying, I know you started out when I asked you to look at your life situation and you felt like this. And this is so much me. You felt like you have done so much work and you got one little bitty berry that is hanging on for dear life and might not even taste good. But if you wait just a little while, y'all, this is a reading for this week. And these cards were separated by just one card in between, which is the receiving card. This is how quickly it can shift for us. From the I'm barely seeing anything to the I've got everything I need, let me pull it off the tree. The Nine of Pentacles. And this is telling us how do we get two cards in between. This is telling us how we get there. Receiving, optimistic, acting as if no forces oppose you. Acting as if even if the forces are opposing you, even if you are participating in something someone else has manifested, like you're saying, I have no control over this. I'm just at the will of my boss, my partner, my parents, my health. I didn't do this. This is the situation that was presented to me. Okay, cool. That's cool. Spirit is like, whatever. But what do you want? Because when you tell me what you want, we can go to work. That's that full, that optimistic. Are you trusting that? Are you ready to go to work? Let's go to work. So that's the tarot cards for today. There's a lot going on in chat. I want to check in with the chat. One moment. Yes, energy flows where attention goes. I see that. Absolutely. Let's see. Back to basics. Yes. The universe supports you on whatever you focus on is another comment. A lot of things. I love it. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to switch things up a little bit. I do want to please put over in the chat, pick me if you would like to receive an individual reading. We're not going to do the normal oracle cards. We will do oracle cards, but in response to what you all put over in the chat. First up, JJ. JJ, if you want to come on camera and real quickly tell me what area in your life you would like me to pull a card for. And I do want to say, let me give y'all a disclaimer. I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. This is live and this is recorded and this is going out to the internet on my YouTube. So just be aware of that if you want to ask a question. Go for it.
Career direction.
Career direction. I'm looking for my drink is getting my desk all wet. One moment. I got a million cup cozies and can't find a single one. Okay, career direction. Spirit, what do you want Jocelyn to know about career direction? And which deck should we go to? Oracle cards, Dark Goddess. That one almost jumped off the shelf at me. So let's see what this energy is about. What does Jocelyn need to know about her career? All right. A word I cannot pronounce. This is the goddess. Penthesilea? I'm not sure. Guilt. Let's see. What is her message? Okay, so there's a little italicized like incantation beneath each one of these goddesses. Who's at fault? Who's at fault? Where's the blame? Drowning in a world of shame. Guilty punishment is tough. Forgive, move on, enough's enough. By the power of the dark goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. So that's the incantation. Here's the guidance. Everybody makes mistakes. People misjudge and misunderstand, creating difficulties for themselves and others. Short of taking a life, there is very little you can do that cannot be undone or made better. Knowing that we choose to stray from our path, our stomachs may churn and our heads may hang heavy in shame. Feelings of guilt, no matter how deeply stored, demonstrate that you have the capacity to acknowledge your part in a problem or dilemma. Take responsibility for what you have instigated and come clean. The Queen of the Amazons, okay, so that's who she is, the Queen of the Amazons. The Queen of the Amazons understands the turmoil you are facing and seeks to give you the strength and courage to resolve it while you still can. Equally, she reminds you that to feel guilty about what has been done to you is not serving your best interest. Lay down your sword, for this is not your battle to fight. You are not to blame. You are in charge now. Now, her foresight is don't let a situation get out of hand. Own up to your own part in it. Time to move beyond your comfort zone. Forgive someone for hurting you. You are not responsible for the actions of others. A guilty secret will be revealed. Ask for advice on how to best tackle a tricky situation. And then the last one, it's Penthesilea, whatever her name is, revealed. And it says archetypal per, perpetu, archetypal perpetuator of Greek origin, this queen of the Amazons accidentally killed her own sister while hunting. Unable to reconcile what she had done and plagued by guilt, she took to war against the mighty Trojans in order to die an honorable death in battle. So she was all kind of twisted and messed up. She made a mistake. The guilt got into her, but instead of just owning up to it, she created some elaborate scheme to take herself out. It's what I'm understanding. What does all of that shit have to do about a question about career? Well, I think some of the message hopefully hit you where it needed to hit you, JJ. That's what Spirit is saying, is that you understood the message, and I don't really need to go into detail on the underlying message, but the bigger message, and this did come to me very strong. The part about everybody makes mistakes, there's misjudgment, misunderstanding. Sometimes we create difficulties that don't need to be there. That part resonated in that it felt as if somewhere along your career path, you decided you weren't into it anymore. Maybe you decided I'm going to try this thing, and this thing didn't work out. And then you were just like, oh my God, I shouldn't have wasted 2 months doing this thing. It didn't work out. And you're just like, I'm so over it. Like, just tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, that's kind of the energy that's coming up. And Spirit is like, it's okay. It's okay that you did this thing and that it kind of took you over here in the weeds. It's okay. But if you beat yourself up over it, if you cry or get really, really down in the dumps about the 2 weeks or the 2 months or however long you were over here off in the weeds, then that's where you're going to stay. Spirit is like, let go of the guilt, let go of the shame. Whatever happened, happened. Some of it wasn't even you. Some of it was just a perfect storm of misunderstandings and complicated situations. But now you know what you want. Now you know what you want. Focus back on what you want. Get yourself back on track. So the overall message that I'm hearing is it feels like it feels like I'm seeing like this ball of yarn. Like it feels like there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's just like, I just want a clear path to what I feel led to do. Like, Spirit, didn't you give me this message? Didn't you tell me this is what I'm supposed to be doing? So the path is to kind of let go of all of that. Whatever is going on, whatever contentions, whatever disagreeing, just kind of let go of all of that. Do an energy clearing, cut some cords, kind of sit and just do a spiritual, energetic light clearing, just like I'm ready to let all of this go. Whatever happened, happened. And now I'm going to focus on where I want to go. And that's kind of for the new year too. Just refocus. And I'm hearing that it might take you a month or two to refocus, to kind of let go and clear away and then refocus. But that's the best advice for you right now. Let go of it, clear it away. It's done. It's like don't try to fix that anymore. It's too messy. Just go move to a new house and put up new wallpaper because that one's too messy. Kind of that kind of situation. So I hope that message helps you. All right. What do we have next? Santo.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. Is there an area of your life you would like to focus on?
Health.
Health. All right. Health. Spirit, what kind of deck do we need to go to for? I don't know if it's me or if my decks are just lined up. I put one back and there was the deck right next to it that I feel called to. Let me just make sure I'm not jumping the gun. Nope, this is the one. So the deck that I'm pulling for you regarding health is Keepers of the Light from Kyle Gray. But couldn't even finish the question before a card jumped out. What does Santos need to know regarding health? Lady Portia, divine order. And then the small print says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Let's go and see what her extended message is. Lady Portia. This powerful goddess is a figure of justice and peace. She brings order and opportunity to every experience. As the Lord of Karma, she also regulates the law of cause and effect. She helps us recognize the impact of our judgment, choices, and actions on ourselves and the world. She is the twin flame of Saint Germain, so is strongly connected to the violet flame energy. Together, these two twin flames can work as overseers of legal situations. Justice is an energy that's about honoring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behavior. Lady Portia helps us to do what is right morally and spiritually for our soul's growth. And then I'm going to read her message. Right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space. Even if this means you will lose out, there really is no loss in the highest state of truth. Act from the heart, see the other person's point of view, and surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. If you've made choices that weren't for the highest good, admit it. Through this honesty, you are releasing any karmic bonds or any anchors of fear from your energy. Take the time to learn from this situation. And if you are involved in any legal issues, know that Lady Portia and the angels of justice are gathering round to honor everyone involved. Again, another one that is like, okay, Lady Portia, justice, legal matters, divine order is her message. What does that have to do with health? What does that have to do with health? What I'm hearing from Spirit as far as how to relate that to your question about health is that oftentimes this is not specifically your case. I'm hearing that right now, but I'm also hearing I need to relay this message anyway to the group. Oftentimes, as we know, as spiritual workers, and those of us in the spiritual field, oftentimes our health issues are related to some other underlying thing. For instance, you get strep throat every year chronically. Maybe you've got something going on with your throat chakra. Maybe you need to check into that. You get headaches. Maybe you got something going on with your crown chakra. Like we know these things, and I'm giving very basic one-on-ones. That's not the extent of it. So I'm hearing some of that, but that's not really the issue. The bigger issue, this energy of justice, I keep seeing the image of the scales of balance being shown to me. Also the statements where it said, what did it say? Justice is an energy that's about honoring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behavior. And I feel like the honoring everyone involved, it's the energy of justice. How can I find justice where everybody wins? Not where everything is equal, but where everybody wins. Everybody gets what they're supposed to get. Life goes on. Justice, balance in that sense. And I'm seeing turn this energy of divine order and finding that divine balance inward, because there's something that's out of balance that's what's the word? Amplifying any present health issues are being amplified by this misalignment. So it's just like sit with yourself and ask yourself, where can I bring more balance to the energies that I'm currently dealing with? It feels like there's a lot of energy going externally, and it might just be dealing with life. And it's like, okay, but are you focusing on yourself? Are you doing the self-care? Are you spending as much time with yourself and with finding your own peace as you're spending with trying to help other people find their peace? That might be in and of itself the only imbalance, or there might be something greater going on. But I feel like we got Lady Portia, divine order, all this talk about balance and justice, because that light needs to be turned within to ask yourself, there's something that's misaligned that's kind of aggravating my situation. How can I bring those energies, whatever they are, back into balance so that I feel better with the things that I need to deal with before I turn my energy outward and externally? So that's what I'm getting. I hope that helps. All right. Okay, good to see you, Stacy. I don't know if she left already. Pam.
Hi, Valerie. How are you?
Hi.
Um, I just a general card reading, I
A
guess.
general card. I
Uh,
got you. Before I could turn around, I already knew. I saw the deck in my head. A general card. This message is me tapping into your energy and pulling a card for your energy. And in saying that, I'm also hearing that whatever this card is, Spirit is like, listen up. This is a 2-for-1. Spirit is in my ear saying, this is a 2-for-1. Pam, this message is for you, but also all of us can benefit from this message. So let's see. The deck that I'm reading from is Voice of the Souls. Many of you have heard me read from this deck before. There are 3 portions. Your spirit guide speaking to you on the topic, your soul speaking to you on the topic, and something called the entity speaking to you on the same topic. And the entity usually represents an energy that has walked in human form before and is now in spirit form. So general reading, and the card we pull is Loss. 18. Loss. Let's see what that message is about. Is this, oh, it's not alphabetical, it's numerical. Hold on. What did I say it was? 18. Okay. Loss. This is what your soul wants you to know in this moment. I miss you. I know you feel how distance has grown between us because you often feel the energy of loss. You don't really know how to express it, but you feel something is missing. What's missing is our relationship, our union, and our osmosis. Why do you not think of me? To answer that question, ask yourself, why do you not think of yourself? Why do you always push away those moments when you would like to take for yourself? Why do you always put back the things that can bring you a level of well-being? Why do you always put back to tomorrow the breaks you have been waiting for? I don't necessarily know how to guide you towards me. You know the way. You just need to take it. So come back to me. Come back to us. Listen to the call of your soul. It is asking you to come home to yourself and feel whole again. And if you don't know what your soul feels like, it speaks to you through your heart center. Listen to your heart. What's your heart telling you? Your spirit guides. Here's what your spirit guides want you to know. You are in an energy of inner transformation. I feel that one. I feel that one deeply for you, Pam. So I hope that resonates with you too. You are in an energy of inner transformation. You can feel this physically through warmth in various parts of your physical body, and you're creating a new inner space, and you're just adjusting many of your convictions. You've had an important time. That's an interesting phrase. You've had an important time of doubt, and maybe even a difficult dark night of the soul. You questioned everything, denied everything, and canceled everything. Okay, so now I know why Spirit said, listen up, everybody, because I feel like Spirit's talking to me again, Pam. So this is, maybe it's just a 2-for-1 for you and me. I hope the rest of you are benefiting. The canceled everything, that's where I was these past couple of weeks. I'm like, I'm not even going to reply to a text message. That's how much I canceled everything. This time was critical for you to balance your ego, energies, and spirituality. Now you're completing this inner transformation. Everything is taking on new meaning. Trust in your inner transformation, and if you feel you need it, ask for help. This will let you have a new connection with synchronicities. Mm-hmm. And then the entity. Here's what the entity wants you to know about loss. I miss you, and I know you miss me too. I know you often shed tears. I know because I'm often by your side in those times. I miss our closeness and your physical presence. I know that sometimes you try to deny this loss, letting anger guide you. I also know that seeing signs can irritate you because it reminds you that I'm no longer there. You feel something like unfinished business, something that wasn't done or wasn't said. You feel like something isn't right and that I should manifest myself more often. But I am here, right by your side. My presence is not to fill the void you feel, but to help you complete your morning. So you may accept that while our relationship has changed, our bond of love is still there. I am here. I help you connect to your divinity, to your divinatory abilities, which are powerful at the moment. The more you connect with your third eye chakra, the more you will feel my energies. Have confidence in yourself and dare to discover your spirituality. Well, that's a beautiful message. Thank you for channeling that message, for allowing me the opportunity, because I needed to hear that too. And I feel like several of us in the group needed to hear that based on Spirit telling me that several of us in the group needed to hear that. So hopefully that helped guide you or give you something to think about, as that was just a general read. All right. Moving down the list, Beck.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a
How are
question
you?
or an area you would like to focus on?
Um, so I kind of took that for my original question that like helped me with like my next steps. So I kind of want to focus on family because I'm having a lot of difficulties with my current like living situation, and I feel like I'm in that headspace of like problem solving and I need to focus
Mhm.
on the solution. So maybe just some advice around that.
Let's see. I'm already getting messages, so I'm like, okay, which deck do we need to pull from? So sometimes I'll get a very flippant, very irreverent, very me answer from Spirit. And I have to sit with it for quite a while because I'm like, is that me or is that Spirit? Is that me or is that Spirit? Is that you talking in the same voice? I tell you the message that keeps getting louder and louder in my brain. Fuck them people. When you said I got a problem with family, fuck them people is when I'm like, well, that's what I would say. Is that really you, Spirit? That's what I'm going with. Fuck them people. That's what I heard. I'm just passing it on. I don't know your family. I hope they don't hear this and hate me. I don't really care though, because fuck them people. That's what Spirit is saying. But in a way that you resonate with, like you understand I'm putting too much weight on the opinions of others. In that sense, it's not a show hatred or cut off the flow of love to these people. It's I need to recognize my own sovereignty. I need to recognize my own wants and my own needs. And I can't keep giving up that to satisfy something else, someone else. Um, the Cosmic Journey Oracle is the deck that I'm going to. I got card number 12, and it says, enter, one step forward, one step onward. And it's got kind of a labyrinth around it. I'm seeing if I can read the message. There's a message written in the labyrinth. You don't need to see the full path. I can't read the whole message. Maybe it's in the book. So let's go to card number 12. Enter, one step forward, one step onward. You're in a thick fog right now. Huh. Is that right, Beck? Huh. You're in a thick fog right now. You can see only a few feet ahead of you, and that's all you need. Instead of knowing each move, exactly which step to take, and in which order, realize that when you walk forward, the next step will be revealed to you. So there is I feel this. Spirit is letting me feel the energy of the situation. And as I am feeling that, I'm feeling that there's this hesitation to do anything because you want to be able to walk through all of the actions and all of the conversations and all of the things you need to do to resolve this problem. And you want to know that the end result is going to be amicable for all parties involved. And until you can get to that spot, you're kind of like, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I'm not going to do that. The situation is already messy. I don't want to fuck it up anymore. And so, but you do see those first couple of steps. You do see that this is way too uncomfortable for me to stay here. I know if I take this step, it's going to feel a little bit more comfortable, but I don't know if that's going to mess things up for other people. And that's where the fuck them people comes in. Take that first step because that's what feels like relief, peace, moving in the right direction, being led by inspiration to you. And you can't worry about what's going on with everybody else. I mean, you can if you want to stay where you are, because that's what you're currently doing. But if you want to move out of that space, one step forward, one step onward, I don't see the whole path. I don't know the solution, but I know right now, today, I'm not going to answer the phone. I know in 2 weeks, I'm not going to Christmas dinner or whatever the situation might be. You already know that first step. You might not know all of the repercussions and you might not know all of the reactions, but that's where the fuck them people comes in. I have to stop worrying about their reaction because right now I am the most important person in this entire world. And you are. Own that shit. You are the center of your universe. You are the most important person in your entire world. Own that and ask yourself, from this position of power and importance, what do I need to do? And then take that step forward. Let's see. This is a journey of one step forward and one step onward. You are being asked to enter your perfect path is awaiting you without reservation and without hesitation. The cosmic catalyst, which is like a journaling prompt or a question you can ask yourself, what is the next step I can take right now? Right is italicized. And then what is the next step? And you can wake up every moment, every second of your day asking yourself that question, and you will end up in a beautiful destination. What is the next step I can take right now? And then what is the next step? We're talking about 2 steps, not the whole journey, not the whole path. And then the cosmic checkbox, which is another little activity. Ask someone to be your accountability partner to ensure you make your next step forward without over planning or overthinking it. If you have an actual physical human in your life that you can do that with, do that. If you don't, spirit guides, call them in to be your accountability partner. All right. That's another message that I think can apply to the group. So I hope that helped you. Beck, thank you. All right, where am I at now? Stacy left. We've got 8 minutes. Nicole.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, girlie.
I'll just take whatever spirit wants me to know in this moment.
What does spirit want Nicole to know in this moment? What deck? What does spirit want Nicole? Ooh, that's an interesting. I don't even know if I have that deck, but I immediately knew which one I was supposed to go to. I do have it. I didn't know if I moved it out of reach or not, but I did not. The deck for you is Mystical Shaman Oracle.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
I would have not picked that deck for you because I know what your favorite deck is when I pull cards.
That's okay. No, this is good.
Yeah, so it's definitely spirit led. Especially since it wasn't even on my desk, so it wasn't even the deck I was looking at. I just saw the picture of it in my head. So what do we need to hear today, spirit? The owl.
Ooh,
What? 39. And the book opened right to page 39. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a powerful message. 39. It's broken into 3 parts in this book: the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. Let me real quickly so that we make sure we're all on the same page as understanding what these messages are. Hold on. The essence, the invitation. The essence is the message of the card. The invitation is the gifts that spirit is extending to you. And the medicine tells you the aspect or area of your life or relationship that you need to bring into balance and repair.
okay.
All right, Owl, the essence. Owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it is dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. The invitation, Spirit's gifts to you. Look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you may not have wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the part of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. And then the medicine. Areas of your life that need this information to bring it back into alignment. Owl guards against self-deception and insists that your motives be pure and transparent to all. What is the message that you are not hearing, the situation you are not seeing with clarity? Owl invites you to wait patiently. Bide your time until it is the right time to act. Then do so decisively with no hesitation or remorse. I like that.
Yes.
That end part where it says, what are you not seeing with clarity? It invites you to wait patiently and wait for your time to act. That reminds me of the hanged man. The hanged man is not I'm not in action. The hanged man is, I just need to pause and really look at this situation. This message is saying there's something I'm not missing or something I'm not clearly seeing. And as I read through this, I'm hearing due to personal bias. There's something I'm not clearly seeing due to my own personal bias. Can I flip it on its head and step back and try to look at it more objective? Can I phone a friend who's always got that objective pie in the sky outlook on life, who can maybe give me a more objective way to look at this situation? And then take that information, sit with it until it becomes my own, accept it, reject it, whatever it is. But a different perspective is definitely needed. And that's something I want to say because that message is coming to me clearly right now. Different perspective does not always mean that just because Spirit gave you a different perspective, that is the answer. I have found many times that different perspective is a way of opening a door that I didn't even know was there. And because the door that I didn't even know was there opens, I start looking for other doors. So sometimes it's just the moving yourself in a position where you're ready to receive a different perspective. And it's not always the first perspective that comes to you that is the end all be all answer, but it's that perspective that comes to you that shows you that there's more ways to look at this. And you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. Oh, I wonder what else I hadn't thought about. And then boom, you're off and running to the solution. So I just want to put that out there as well. But that's the message I had for that. Nicole.
Thank you.
Oh, we got 2 minutes left, so I don't think I'm going to have a chance to do the other people, but I'm going to pull one last card real quick, and this will be kind of a catch-all. Spirit, what does everyone else in this group need to know about everything? This was full moon in Gemini? What's the full moon in? What was the full moon in yesterday? I want to say Gemini. Can somebody tell me real quick, because I'm being led to pull from Moonology Manifestation, and I want to know.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Oh no, it said, have a wonderful last week of Sagittarius energy. That's what Stacy said before she left.
Oh yeah, but I think it's in. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up real quick, and y'all just gonna have to hang on. This message might run a little bit past time. I think it's Gemini. But let me make sure. Full moon, December 15th. It is Gemini. Full moon in Gemini. So I'm going to go to Moonology Manifestation, since it's Magical Monday Manifestation. Kathy M. Yep, full moon in Gemini. And we're going to go straight to full moon in Gemini and see what energies, messages are coming from Spirit to close this out with? I feel like this message is going to be good. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. It is a good message. Have you been fast talking lately or someone trying to fast talk you? Your best bet could simply be to keep quiet for a while. You or someone else in this situation needs some space. Taking a moment out of the constant carry on will allow you to see what's going on. There's a lot of messages about pausing this week. No matter what situation we're facing, the energy seems to be pause, reflect, and change your mindset. There's a tug of war between worrying about all the details about how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get more perspective. I mean, come on. Come on. I could have just not said anything and read from the book. There's a tug of war between worrying about all the details of how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get some more perspective. If that is not the cherry on top, let life flow. That's the message. Let life flow. Gratitude will help. It's a good time to change your mind about something or someone. The manifesting balance. Strike a balance between talking rings around people and seeing what they have to teach you. So maybe listen more than you're speaking. Manifesting mindset. It's important to accept where you are so that you can move to where you want to be. Are you shitting and poo-pooing on where you currently are? Because you're going to carry that shit and that poo-poo on your shoe to where you want to be, and then you're still going to be standing in shit and poo-poo and wondering what that smell is. So just accept where you are and give yourself a moment to reflect and refocus your intention so that you can move to where you want to be. I'm going to add some things that you might want to add to your ritual or to your practices this week. Bergamot, I have that scent. Bergamot essential oil. Let's see. And it's just saying to do a meditation and call in various energies that might help you with language, wisdom, and the arts. Manifesting affirmation. I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. And yeah, that's what I have to close it out on. Thank you for hanging with me a little bit past the hour here. And I hope these messages help everyone. Thank you for indulging me as we switch things up and I gave some individual readings. I needed that for my soul. I needed to channel those on a more personal reason. In fact, I enjoyed it so much. Y'all might see me on Instagram later doing more readings for the populace. So make sure you're following me. Jacqueline, can you drop that link one more time? Make sure you're following me online, especially if you did not receive a reading today, so that you can tap in and maybe get a reading in that session. All right, I love you all. Go out and manifest your week. Take these messages to heart, and I hope bigger and better things coming for you in the new year. I hope to see you all on New Year's Eve as well. Back here next Monday.